In this video, you'll learn how to stack these powerful nutrients to help you seal and heal leaky gut. Welcome to the Ask Dr. Khan Show, where you're just one video away from feeling and being your best. I'm Dr. Peter Khan, board-certified chiropractic neurologist and functional medicine doctor. Now, leaky gut is a state where your intestinal lining has become too permeable. Now, normally, some degree of leaky gut is actually normal because it allows your immune system to sample what's going on inside the intestinal lumen and look for pathogens. However, if the intestinal lining becomes too permeable, which is called intestinal hyperpermeability, or what people refer to as leaky gut, then the undigested food particles and microbial content can leak and spill into your bloodstream, causing your immune system to attack these substances like the foreign invaders, and all of this can cause a double whammy of malabsorption and inflammation, not to mention being a precursor for developing autoimmune disease or worsening an existing autoimmune disease. Now, symptoms of leaky gut can be GI problems such as gas, bloating, loose stool, constipation, gut pain, and gut cramps. But it can also be outside the intestine, such as fatigue, brain fog, depression, aches and pains in the body, skin problems, and other seemingly unrelated symptoms, such as sensitivity to multiple chemicals like scents and perfumes, or sensitivity to multiple foods. Now, let me know in the comments if you have more gut symptoms or you have more bodily symptoms or if you have both. Now, normally, your intestinal tract is lined with these epithelial cells that are literally one cell layer thick. Think of it as like a saran wrap that kind of protect you so the food and the fecal matter are kept inside the gut until it's eliminated through bowel movement. Now, because there's always food that's going through the GI tract, this lining is shed very fast and gets replaced really fast. In fact, it's replaced about once every 3 days. Now, your intestinal lining, when we take this section and blow it up, magnify it, these are the intestinal epithelial cells. This is your bloodstream. This is the inside of the gut, like here. So we have food and bacteria, and then so things are trying to get absorbed through the bloodstream. Now, normally, your intestinal tract form a mucin layer. Now, this mucin layer is like a mucus layer. That's your first line of defense. It actually creates a little separation between the bacteria, the pathogen, and the intestinal cell lining. It's kind of like a fort. And so that it serves a dual purpose of kind of repelling the pathogen, so the pathogen can't penetrate this mucus layer to get to the intestinal tract and get into your bloodstream, while at the same time provide a place for the beneficial microbes to colonize and be able to live in the intestinal tract. Now, the intestinal epithelial cells connect to each other through what's called a tight junction, where there's a protein kind of like a belt buckle that connects them. And this tight junction allows not only for absorption of nutrient, but also to detect pathogen, to protect you from the things that you might introduce through your GI tract. And therefore, it's loaded. Your GI tract is loaded with immune cells like white blood cells and gut-associated lymphoid tissue. And this is why, depending on who you read, they say up to 70 to 80% of your immune system is residing in your gut. Now, this is also the reason why your gut is an inflammation factory, because its job is to detect pathogen that might breach the gut barrier and get into your bloodstream, so these white blood cells can detect them. So you're loaded with immune cells in your gut lining to help protect you. So when you have excess amounts of processed food, too much sugar in your diet, alcohol, toxin exposure, infections, or stress, these things potentially can breach this mucin layer in the gut barrier, cause what's called a leaky gut, and this leaky gut will cause more inflammation, and you have a vicious cycle of leaky gut and inflammation that can drive chronic illness. Now, with leaky gut, the symptoms can be random. You can have unpredictable symptoms and unpredictable food reactions where one time you eat a food and you're okay, another time you eat the same food and now you have a reaction. And this reaction can be random, can come and go, can occur in different places in the body. So that also makes it very confusing for both you and your doctor to be able to identify what is causing what. So let me know if you have any of these random symptoms. Do you get unpredictable food reactions where sometimes you're okay eating certain things and sometimes you're not eating the same things? And let me know if your doctor is just treating the symptom without identifying the cause. See, if your symptoms are random, then you're always chasing the symptom. Unless you actually address the root cause, you're always going to be forever chasing the symptom and not get resolution. So now that you have a better understanding of leaky gut, there are 3 key targets that will help you to be able to heal leaky gut much more powerfully and more efficiently. First, we want to reduce irritation to the gut lining. This is by applying a protective coating, right? So we have this mucin layer that's kind of like a little mucus layer that not only repel the bugs, but also provides lubrication so that food particles and fecal matter can move through your GI tract easier. We want to reestablish this mucin layer, kind of like if you have a little skin rash, then you'll put an ointment on it to protect the skin. So the second goal is to provide an energy source for these intestinal cells so that they can generate energy and heal themselves faster. The third key target to heal leaky gut is to calm down this inflammation that we see, because leaky gut is not just a gut problem. It's an immune system problem that's happening within the gut. So we want to calm down this inflammation so we're not continuously creating more tissue damage and causing more leaky gut. Now, there are specific nutrients that can help each of these 3 targeted areas to support leaky gut. Each of these nutrients are powerful on their own, but when they're combined, you get a synergistic effect that is more than the individual part. First, zinc carnosine. Now, zinc carnosine has been shown to have impressive mucosal protective and anti-ulcerative properties, including combating H. pylori, protecting the intestinal lining, and supporting the integrity of tight junction against intestinal mucosal damage caused by intense exercise or certain anti-inflammatory medications. Now, compared to placebo, zinc carnosine was shown to neutralize the effect of non-steroidal anti-inflammatory medication, such as indomethacin, on causing leaky gut in healthy human subjects. In this study, the placebo arm, which is a group that did not take zinc carnosine, that took the non-NSAIDs, experienced a 3-fold increase in leaky gut, while the zinc-treated group showed no significant change in leaky gut. In a trial of patients with small bowel injury induced by extended use of low-dose aspirin, compared to the untreated controls, subjects taking zinc carnosine for 4 weeks showed significant reductions in the number of red lesions and erosions and ulcers confirmed by capsule endoscopy before and after. Zinc carnosine, which is zinc complex with the amino acid L-carnosine in a 1:1 chelate, is the preferred form of zinc for healing the gut because it remains in the stomach juice without being dissolved rapidly, and it sticks to ulcerous lesions more effectively, after which the L-carnosine and zinc can go to work and have healing effects on the affected tissue. Now next, L-glutamine. Now glutamine is one of the most abundant amino acids in the body and is critically important for healthy intestinal cells. L-glutamine is actually the intestinal cell's primary fuel and is needed for repair and maintenance of the high turnover tissues such as the intestinal lining. Now, glutamine deficiency can cause severe intestinal degradation. Things like trauma, infections, burns, and other physiological stressors and catabolic states can increase the need for glutamine, making it a conditionally essential amino acid. Supplemental L-glutamine has been shown to improve immune function, improve gastrointestinal function, and it helps to prevent muscle tissue breakdown and is often taken by bodybuilders for that purpose. As a building block for glutathione, it may also contribute to the body's antioxidant status. Glutamine supplementation has been shown to reduce the exercise-induced increase in leaky gut, which typically leads to inflammation and GI distress after intense exercise. Next, methyl sulfonyl methane, or MSM, and quercetin. Now, these anti-inflammatory substances may help protect against increased leaky gut by reducing the chronic inflammation that can contribute to compromised gut lining integrity. Now, quercetin can help stabilize intestinal mast cells from excessive histamine release, as well as supporting tissue health through its antioxidant functions. Now, human and animal studies support a role for MSM in reducing inflammation, supporting the immune system, and having an indirect antioxidant effect by inhibiting the NF-kappa B activity and reducing the expression of enzymes and cytokines involved in the production of reactive oxygen species. MSM has also been shown to downregulate the expression of COX-2 in inducible nitric oxide synthase, thereby reducing generation of superoxide and nitric oxide free radicals. Next is N-acetylglucosamine. Now, this compound helps in structural support of the cells of the intestinal lining, and it plays a role in regulating inflammation in mucosal cells. N-acetylglucosamine helps the body to make glycosaminoglycans, which helps support mucosal health and reduce intestinal permeability. Research showed that N-acetylglucosamine has the ability to reduce biofilm formation of different E. coli pathogens, which is often a consequence of dysbiosis in inflammatory bowel disease and celiac disease. In animal models, N-acetylglucosamine reduced the pro-inflammatory activity of NF-kappa B, TNF-alpha, and interleukin-6, and also demonstrated vasoprotective effects during acute vascular injury. Next, we have a group of herbs that all serves to protect the gut lining. This includes deglycerized licorice root, aloe vera, slippery elm, marshmallow, chamomile, okra, and cat's claw. Each of these botanicals has a long history of use in GI disorders. These mucilaginous and relaxing herbs can provide support for healthy intestinal function by coating and soothing the intestinal lining, promoting the healing of ulcers and inflamed tissues, and reducing cramping by relaxing the intestines. Next is mucin. Now, mucin is normally secreted by intestinal linings to help coat the intestinal lining to lubricate and protect the GI tract. Now, by taking mucin in a supplemental form, you're contributing to a healthy mucosal layer, which may help to neutralize intestinal pathogens and reduce inflammation and tissue damage caused by food allergy, intestinal infection, and dysbiosis. Now, mucin also helps to protect intestinal epithelial cells against physical or chemical injury and serve as lubrication to aid the passage of material through the GI tract. Next is prune powder and citrus pectin. Now, these two ingredients can help support bowel regularity without the caustic and damaging effect of commonly used herbal laxatives such as senna. Now, prune are naturally high in sorbitol and chlorogenic acid, which help support healthy bowel function. So as you can see, there are many nutrients and herbs that can support the healing of your leaky gut. But when these nutrients are combined to address the 3 specific targets in healing leaky gut, you get a much more powerful and synergistic effect. And this is the reason why I use GI Resuscitate in my practice to heal leaky gut. GI Resuscitate is formulated with all of the ingredients that are listed above in one convenient and great tasting powder and can be mixed into any beverage or functional food powder. GI Resuscitate is in a powder form that contains a delicious peach flavor and is sweetened with stevia. It provides 1.5 grams of L-glutamine, 1 gram of citrus pectin, and 1 gram of N-acetyl D-glucosamine per serving. It also contains a blend of botanicals designed to support gut health, including DGL, marshmallow, cat's claw. It contains the chelated form of zinc carnosine for optimal support of GI health. And this product is made from non-GMO ingredients and is gluten-free, dairy-free, and soy-free. Now, the benefits of GI Resuscitate is that it may help you to regenerate intestinal mucosal lining. It can support the integrity of your small intestine for proper absorption. It'll provide support for healthy mucosa and normal inflammatory response, so to help dampen inflammation in the gut. It'll provide regularity and healthy bowel function, and also supports gut-associated immune function. Now, the recommended use is to mix about 1 scoop, which is about 8 grams in a scoop, in water or other liquids such as coconut milk or almond milk once per day. Now, alternatively, you can also mix half a scoop twice per day. Now, in cases of severe leaky gut, you may need to use more. You may need to use 1 scoop twice per day for 2 to 4 weeks, or as directed by a healthcare practitioner. Now, GI Resuscitate pairs perfectly with neurometabolic meal or neurometabolic paleo, and for a great tasting smoothie and a protein shake. Now, use this to heal leaky gut and improve your energy and metabolism. You can also add Fiber FX to add soluble and insoluble fiber to support the gut microbiome, blood sugar stability, and bowel regularity. Now, you can find all of these products at shop.askdrkhan.com. Now, how long can you use this product? Well, how long do you want to have great gut health and no leaky gut? It can be used ongoing as part of a healthy lifestyle and gut health protocol. It can also be used short-term for 1 to 3 months for jumpstart and quick recovery. Try it and feel the benefit for yourself. Let me know in the comments section if you got value from this video. Please give me some love and smash that like button. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not already so you get notified when I release new content that will help you be at your best. God bless you. See you in the next video.